I want to start a conversation about invisible disabilities. And I was inspired by my beautiful daughter, who is the greatest person I have ever met and given birth to. During primary school, she complained of painful muscles, and her GP diagnosed her with growing pains and prescribed magnesium tablets. The painful muscles continued into her teenage years, along with a racing heart rate, inability to concentrate, constant exhaustion, and depression. We visited many doctors and specialists. One GP declared that it was in her head and that she was imagining the pain.
Gosh.
One cardiologist even told her that it's because she's in her childbearing years and all she needed was to eat more salt. Our daughter was shattered. To be dismissed and blatantly disregarded by her doctors, people in authority accusing her of fabricating her symptoms and using her gender against her. According to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, the census that was conducted in 2021, there were 5.5 million people with a disability. Out of those, 90% live with an invisible disability. That is 4,950,000 people who live with an invisible illness, which, although not fatal, will severely affect their function and quality of life. Many of you would have, like me, grown up hearing your parents say things like, "Pull your socks up, don't be lazy, get on with it," and "There's beauty when you were sick, soldier on." Today I want to share with you something I've learned by observing my daughter and some of her friends who live with an invisible disability. Though their disability is not visible, there is a great battle going on inside their minds and bodies, because they feel all the aches and pains that are permanently embedded in their muscles. They suffer from brain fog that's so thick that they need to read something 5 to 6 times before it sinks in. And their exhaustion is so persistent that they've forgotten what it's like to wake up feeling refreshed. But because they look neurotypical and able-bodied, they're commonly disbelieved, dismissed, and ignored by health professionals. This forces them to hide their pain behind a metaphorical mask so that they appear able-bodied and neurotypical so that nobody can guess. Young adults with invisible disabilities, they want to work. They want to do their best. They're not trying to slack off. But we expect them to fit in conditions that were designed for able-bodied individuals. They simply cannot function to their full capacity in a traditional working environment. Because some of them, their brains work best at 6 p.m. to midnight, not 9 to 5. I see a lot of nods, yeah. And some work best in a room with soft lighting, conducive to productivity. So what if we gave them the opportunity to work in an unconventional way that accommodated their needs, that were flexible? My mission for the next 2 years is to broaden our understanding of invisible illnesses, how they affect our young adults, how we can support them, and I want to promote inclusivity while challenging the stigma around all types of disabilities. You may have seen the sunflower lanyard. Some people are wearing the sunflower lanyard today. What you may not know is that it's an international symbol for invisible disabilities. It's It's a simple tool that we can wear to show that we have a disability or a condition that's not visible and to alert the public that we may need assistance. Most of the people who live with invisible disabilities already know this, but there is a lack of awareness in the community. How many people knew about the sunflower lanyard? Yeah. I am going to get together with my SIMNI badass sisters. Thank you, Molly. And we're gonna work together and we're gonna deliver advocacy projects that I'm going to speak about to high schools and community centres and networking events, anyone that will have me.